a great little booklet by TBS about the New King James Version of the Bible. Hey, I'm Pastor Steve Waldron here, and this is maybe one of, if not the most comprehensive look that I found, especially in a succinct form, about the New King James Version. Now, TBS, Trinitarian Bible Society, defends traditional Bible translations, especially the King James Version, and they're based in the UK. Started, I think, in 1809, a lot of Maine people here. But, I mean, it is just fantastic what today's Christian needs to know about the New King James Version of the Bible by G.W. and D.E. Anderson. And so it goes into the editions of the New King James Version, who were the translators, the advertising policy, the second personal pronoun. You know, they took out the these and the thous and the ye's and the you's, which were coming from Hebrew and Greek, letting you know singular plural. Totally did away with that. It's not archaic language, it's good language. Replacement of pronouns with nouns, replacement of nouns with pronouns, capitalization, headings. Like it says Romans 8:1, free from indwelling sin, suggests the believer no longer has a problem with sin any longer. The original language text, unnecessary changes from the AV Old Testament, incorrect translations of the Nkjv Old Testament, historical present tense in the New King James Version New Testament, omissions from the Textus Receptus, such as Matthew 5:37. The AV has communication. The King James, New King James omits. I know Galatians 2:20 it omits something. It leaves that out here. That it omits that. But John 19:16, Acts 5:24, Acts 7:2, Acts 11:11. So a lot of things. I know, like the prophecy of Jesus coming in Genesis 22:8, it removes that. Verses in the New King James Version, Gospel of Mark, in which the introductory "and" is omitted. Unnecessary changes in the New Testament, such as your Father which is in heaven. New King James, your Father in heaven. Our Father which art in heaven is changed to our Father in heaven. Goes into how that could impact things. Other examples of changes from the Greek: it is to they are, headlong to over a cliff, leave to divorce. Another unnecessary change deals with Hebrews 2:16, which is big on the divine flesh doctrine. The King James very much is against it. This just totally changes it. Adds things like burn in lust and all this instead of burn in hell in 1 Corinthians 7. The theological bias in the New King James Version. Conclusion. So this is just very well done. Has 24 endnotes in it. And so I would highly recommend this little booklet. You can get it online. TBS will send it to you for a little. I think it's like 60 cents, maybe, I don't know, 90 cents. It's not a lot, let's just say. And they do have in Michigan an American headquarters. So, and they've got several booklets and tracts just like this on what Greek text to use, the proper Greek text to use, the Hebrew text. Just fantastic. Why they still defend the King James Version, and they're a huge propagator of the best-selling book and the most given book of all time, which is the King James Version of the Bible. God bless you. I hope you'll pick this up.